A tale from the forest of forgotten dreams. Mother, mother, bring me back. On a night so silent that even the wind held its breath, a child's voice echoed through the mountains. Soft, distant, and full of sorrow. This is the story of Kanchan, a woman who mistook a leaf for her lost son and must now choose between keeping the only love she has ever known or returning it to the world it came from. Greater than this is her story, and it will break your heart. The first monsoon. In the hillside village of Chitravan, Kanchan lived alone. Slim, silent, and always a little lost, she moved like a ghost. People whispered about her. She's not right in the head, talks to leaves, cries at trees. Poor woman. Her mind went to the forest when her husband did. You see, Kanchan had once laughed loudly, loved fiercely. When she married Chandan, the handsome wanderer who came through the village with songs in his mouth and stars in his eyes, it was as if spring itself had walked into her life. For 10 golden months they were in love. And then, one day Chandan walked into the forest to gather wood and never returned. Kanchan searched, cried, prayed, cursed, but he was never found. Then one night, under a full white moon and a sky black as sorrow, she heard something strange. Ma, a soft voice like wind through grass. She opened her eyes. Silence. Ma, I'm cold. The voice again. She stepped outside towards the forest's edge, where a strange new tree had grown. Small, fragile, with a single green leaf shimmering at its top. And from that leaf came the voice. Don't leave me, mother. Kanchan stood frozen. Then slowly, she reached up, plucked the leaf from the tree, and held it in her hand. It blinked. Tiny eyes opened in its center. A small mouth curved into a smile, and Kanchan's heart cracked open. You're mine, she whispered. You're my Chotu, my little one. She took the leaf home, wrapped it in a cloth, sang to it lullabies Chandan once hummed. And in the days that followed, something extraordinary happened. The leaf grew. It sprouted fingers, toes, a soft baby laugh, a tiny body. 3 years later, Kanchan's hut held a broom, some broken clay pots, and a son born from the forest. The second monsoon. But the forest does not forget what is taken from it. Each night, Kanchan dreamed of a great tree, ancient, wide as the sky, whose branches moved like arms and whose leaves whispered warnings. You are hiding what belongs to us. Return the child, or let the forest weep forever. And the forest did begin to weep. Rain no longer fell. Fruit rotted before ripening. Birds flew away. And at night, the people of Chitravan heard soft cries coming from the woods, the sound of a child lost and calling. A village elder finally stood up. Someone has stolen the forest's child. Until it is returned, we will know no peace eyes turn to Kanchan. She talks to leaves, someone whispered. They say she rocks empty cradles. Let's search her house. But when they came, they didn't find a leaf. They found Chotu, now fully a child, with green in his hair and a soft shimmer in his eyes. He's mine, Kanchan cried. He came to me. I fed him, held him, loved him. He's my son. Just then, the sky went black. The wind howled, the trees bowed, and from the edge of the forest, a figure appeared, half woman, half tree. Her limbs bark, her eyes deep hollows of ancient sorrow. She looked like Chandan. You took a sapling from my roots, she said softly. You mothered him well. But he was never yours to keep. The forest wants its son back. Kanchan turned to Chotu, whose small hand clung tightly to hers. Tears welled in his leaf-colored eyes. I don't want to go, Ma, he said, but I can hear them singing. And they sound like me. And Kanchan knew. Sometimes being a mother isn't about holding on. Sometimes it's about letting go. At the third monsoon. That night, Kanchan walked into the forest, Chotu bundled in her wedding shawl. Under the old peepal tree, she knelt and kissed his forehead. You gave me love when I had nothing. You let me be your mother. I will never forget you. She placed him gently at the tree's roots. A wind swirled, leaves danced, And before her eyes, Chotu smiled and began to change. His arms became branches, his hair turned to moss, his laughter echoed one last time, and then he was gone. In his place stood a tall sapling, fresh and strong. Rain fell that night, heavy, sweet, and healing. The rivers flowed again, the forest exhaled, and Kanchan, she went home to her quiet hut, now empty again, but her heart was not. Epilogue. Every monsoon, when the first rain touched the earth, a single flower bloomed on the tallest peepal tree in Chitravan. People said it sang, a soft, laughing sound like a boy calling out, "Ma, I'm still here." And Kanchan, older now, would walk to the forest's edge and smile, because she knew the forest may take back what belongs to it, but it never forgets who loved it gently. For the one who held a leaf like a child and became a mother to the trees.